Hi, I'm Lori LaRose, and I have Active Stamping with Lori LaRose on Facebook and YouTube. And I've got a string in here that's driving me crazy. That was for actually this beautiful card. And I have had this sitting on my desk, and I've just been really enjoying it, doing the little twirl around. Whee! I love this. So this is an item that is not continuing on. We just have it being the 27th. We have about, I think 1 week exactly maybe today. May 4th, the retiring list becomes permanent, and the last chance items are no more. So I have a couple ideas for cards, and I'm going to work with Too Cute Fruit. I call it Too Cute all the time. I have no idea why I do that, but that's the way I rock and roll. And I am live at 9 most days, thereabouts. Sadly, my personality is a little bit of a late Lori, but we're going to stamp some stuff. So this little guy can have a little mustache, makes him quite fun, or just even the sweet little smiley faces. These then become a little bit fun when you are making different stuff. You can make just little happy faces as well. Actually, I may demo that a smidgen here just for 5 seconds while I'm waiting for a couple people to join. How are you? I think that's Marlene popped on there. Maybe she popped on and off really fast. Anyways, I have a piece of paper, and let's just try these guys because I actually haven't done straight out circles. I have used the happy faces. What did I use them on? I am musing because I'm not actually 100% positive what I used them on. I'm going to use the Evening Evergreen tonight just because it happens to be right here. I think this would be a fun one to use with our evergreen sets. The one that I was working with yesterday. Oh, I should show you guys those two. Hang on, Marlene. I'll be right back. Hang on. Sorry. Yesterday I was making something about the pink moon and worked with winter, golly, I'm blanking, waterfront. Waterfront. And then some circles and stuff. I kind of like it. It turned out okay. I did a little extra weird thing because that mountain was weird, and to me it sticks out like a sore thumb. And I keep trying to tell myself, mountains are not perfect all the time. And they should be irregular, but they don't seem like they're that irregular. Anyways, and then this is another one that I did. And I was trying to make on our pond, we have the reflection. And it was funny because my daughter came home and she's got, they've got a picture of the moon, like it's a real picture, like a photograph. And of course, it's the ripples, like, you know how, and actually we have a set that does that. This Sending Sunshine. It totally, you have the reflection, right? Like that. And so that's what the moon was really doing. And I'm like, well, isn't that weird? Because in real life on our pond, it's not a this. It's a straight out plunk. It's just one circle of light. So this one might not look very realistic to other people. Like my daughter was like, that's sort of weird. I think she's having trouble seeing that that's water basically because I have trees all over it. But anyways, so that was just a couple things I was playing with. Now I digress because of the green. Look at me, evergreen. So those would be really pretty. I could have actually stamped them crazy in those things. Spit it out, Lori. What am I trying to say? Because of the darkness of it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Yes. In the dark, evergreen, still evergreen, dark, right? Okay, here comes a little happy face. So perfect little happy faces for when you're trying to show, do things or whatever. Oh, thanks, Marlene. Like I said, I was kind of happy. I didn't mount them. I probably won't turn them into cards per se, but that's okay. So cute little guy. I could do the same thing with this little fella, a little girl face. It looks more like, and maybe a little bit bigger. And I will say, spoiler alert, we're definitely working. One of the reasons I wanted to use this is I think isn't that cute? All right. So if that doesn't just sell that right away. Anyways, I think the set, I'm going to say it's 27, and that way then if it's 22, we'll be really happy. But if I say it's 22 and you go and look and it's 27, we'll be less happy. I really do. I quite love this set. I love the little word smile. The bananas I'm going to stamp right now. I'm going to see if I want to work with these on here. And I stamped up, and spoiler alert, that's what I was trying to say. The polished pink is the whole reason. Sorry, I brought that so close. The polished pink is a brand new, hi Cheryl, brand new in color. I'm really excited about, this is the evergreen. And I maybe could stamp something beside it so you guys would have a better idea of what's similar if I stamp the peacock. But then really until you just sort of see it live, I don't know sometimes the way our computers work anyway, so I could sort of show you a similarity and it may or may not even be similar, right? I'm just turning that over because I have a little pink speck there and I should be stamping this on a foam, so I'll just raise it up to the foam. Whee! And I think when I cut, that'll be perfect. I think this has a little tiny, yes it does. I was going to say the little tiny knobby. And so we were all kind of lured into the idea that it was going to be really nice today, and then here anyways, and I don't know about you Marlene, but it was only like 2 degrees all day today. Ah! I was like, I don't like that. I don't know. I guess I'll make this the green that I'm working with. I wonder if I should do, dang, where's my, there it is, sorry. I'm looking for my granny apple green. I'm wondering if I should do this granny apple green or if I should do, yeah, for sure. And that goes here. Hang on a second. Sorry. I know I've stamped this a couple different times and I'm never sure. I don't know if you guys can see it, whether, I think it's supposed to be this way. Yeah, okay. And I just barely making that on there, but I'm going to cut him out. And, but anyways, yeah, so we got our waterfall going yesterday. Very lucky. And, sorry, I'm just cutting here. I did cut out a couple of the watermelons ahead of time. I'm going to show you a few ideas that I have, but I needed a banana or two. And these are all free-form cutting, so they're kind of fun. If you're watching shows or something, you could stamp up a bunch of these just to have on hand to be ready. And I'll show you. Oh, that is not a very good job trying to do it fast. But anyways, it's there. Okay, so I'm going to show you a few ideas that we can have. So this is the really super fun pink. We've been kind of missing a pink for a little tiny bit in my mind. We've been having blush and then, okay, let's face it, you know that I am not a fan of petal pink. It works beautifully with stuff. Oopsie, there that went. I lost it yesterday and now it's back. Just when I didn't need it. I've made cards with petal pink, and once they're made, it's like, that's beautiful. And definitely with some of the designer series papers that we've had. But generally speaking, I am a blush girl, and the blush, let's face it, this is the other pink. So on here, it looks pretty good, and they go nicely together, so I'm excited. But generally speaking, I'm really excited to have a real pink again. And it brings back all the nice bright colors. So I brought in just a piece. So I couldn't actually find, we have the families of color with designer series paper in a whole family pack, basically. And they're coming out again now with new patterns, and I think they're going to be beautiful. I haven't 100% looked at them, and we weren't able to order them yet, but having a couple packs of the colors is kind of cool on hand. You know, saying that out loud, I should maybe think about, 12, nice Marlene, geez, and Sunny, I hope for you. I should maybe think about doing shared. If we get 4 pieces, I should check out. I'm going to see about a shared pack of this, because sometimes we just need, like, you get it one of every color basically, and it's nice to play with at bottom line. And in this case, it's just kind of fun to lay some down. So I thought we could have something like that. And then if we could throw in, this is the wrong color. because I did it in flamingo, but just an idea. And this is also, oh, did everything slid funny, did it? Where did all my stuff go, you guys? I lost my watermelons. You don't hear that every day. Can you imagine if you were changing channels and you heard, I've lost my watermelons? You would think you had lost your marbles, not your watermelons. There they are. All right. So I was thinking you could have a couple of the watermelons hanging out and a little flower. Now, because I did this in bright yellow daffodil, I would like to redo this one in daffodil. But look how cute that is as a little idea, hey? I like it. So that was one idea that I thought, oh, that's sweet. I love this. You Are My Sunshine. So that is the ridiculously awesome set that's also leaving, and it is, like I said, sorry. Oh, yes, here it is. In my mind, we only have about 3 days. So bear with me when I keep panicking myself. We actually have till May 4th, so we have the weekend, but in my mind we don't. But anyways, this is the fun, ridiculously awesome, and I just keep cutting this one out in different colors. So quite love it. The P.S. I Love You we used with hearts, and I do love it as well. So that could be one card. Then we can move this out, move that guy out. Bring in the little banana. Cute. And now I'm going to stamp another one of these guys, but just to lay an idea in here, have him in behind here. And even with a little mustache, he might be fun. But I'm thinking him not mustachioed, perhaps. But I just think that these guys have lots of different options that we could play with. Just seeing if that's, I've got a whole bunch of this size of white papers that I was like, oh, bring them over and work with them, Lori. So we'll stamp up the pineapple. On this guy, I added a little bit of something to him. And I'm just going to stamp him pure because of how bright this is. I think when I was doing him, I wanted to see what he looked like. But on a real bold piece like this, where it's super bright, I think sometimes just clear and fancy as opposed to trying to do anything shabby has a plus. Bring this up here because I want a nice clean shot at this. Wow, I won't even be able to cut this. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that's so big in my hands. Kind of scary. All right. Oh, perfect. When I laid that down, I wasn't sure that I had any room to cut around. And again, I want to have my Granny Apple Green to go on top. So I'm looking here and he's not right there. Where did he go? There he is. He's stuck to the other piece. So I'm not really sure what kind of stories. I went for a walk today. We get little heifers every year. They're so cute. This year they're quite sweet. So a couple of them have little doe eyes. They're all very different. But they have the oddest numbering system this year. Like they're like four numbers, and then some of them only have 2. But yeah, and a couple of them I haven't really decided what their characteristics are. But I had my eyeballs. They're going inside the feeder right now, so I had to go walk down amongst them. And one of them was kind of eyeballing me, and I was like, "Hey, I got my eyes on you." I saw the funniest meme one of our friends sent of the little gal. I should post it, of them watching. You know how you do that thing, you know what I'm trying to say, sort of. Really, I'm just trying to fill dead airspace right now. I could just be quiet. What else can I tell you guys? You want me to tell you a story about something? Anyways, these little heifers are just, sometimes they just get into trouble. And they were in the feeder. Which, why are you walking around on your food, you guys? And if you're going to walk on it, don't then proceed to poop in it. Who wants to eat poopy food, man? No wonder the rest of them are all going to the other feeder. You're sitting in their food eating it. It'd be one thing if they just wanted to lay in there, but no. Cows. We often laugh here. When I was in kindergarten, I still lived in Calgary. And we went to a dairy farm, and my mom laughs now with me being out amongst the cows all the time. We went to a dairy farm, and a cow pooped, and I threw up. Now, years later, they're pooping and whacking me with their poopy tail, for goodness sakes, while I'm trying to help them. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, a little poop is certainly not killing nobody, but it sure made me toss my cookies. Oh my gosh. All right. How far away we come. Oh my gosh, look how nice this is, hey? I love it. Okay, now in this case, we could pull in one of these words, wishing you a slice of happiness, or you're one in a melon, would be kind of nice in there. So let's stamp something up there. What's the one? I couldn't ask for a sweeter friend, might be really nice too, all the way along the bottom. And this is one of the ones that we could work with, one of the new many messages that could stamp really, really nice along there. So let's just stamp that little guy. And I think I might bring in, you know what, I'm going to bring in the pink for that guy. I was going to say maybe I could bring in a dark green or something, but I'm going to pull in this pink and see what it's like. I don't know if this is cleaned. Sorry, yeah. You know what? As soon as I started stamping that, I have a really bad habit. Is that even a word? I don't even know. I'm naughty and I don't clean my stamps all the time, even when I'm putting them away. As I went to stamp them, I'm like, it's dirty. It's got blue in it. I don't know what I stamped, but it was maybe peacock. So peacock and pink make kind of a weird purpley color. But anyways, let's try again. Commence again. Oh, that's way better. So pretty. I'll just cut that for a quick second just with a strip. But I could, like I said, I could totally see using this with one of the 5,000 many messages. 100%, 100%. But so that, nice, hey? And again, now I don't know if we'd need a, oh yeah, you know what? You could throw a flower in there again if you wanted. Now in this case, I don't know if I did, because I would want it to be a bright yellow flower in my mind, but then it would be exactly the same color as the pineapple. So it might not work there, but maybe again down here with a bright, oh yeah. If it was bright pink just down there, that's fantastic. I love it. So many ideas for working with this. One of the other sets here is you're one in a melon, or wishing you a slice of happiness. I don't know. How often would we use that? Wishing you a slice of happiness. I don't know if I'd use that a lot. To be quirky, I might use it. Hey? Anyways, I really, really like, I couldn't ask for a sweeter friend, and I do like this. You're one in a melon. So let's stamp that one once and see what happens with that. Hang on a second. Ooh, that's got stuff on it. And I need a little circle. Irony here is, I just had circles out last night for making the moons. And I actually put them away. Now I need to go grab it. Hang on one quick second. I think the 1 inch works perfect. Ugh. Okay. So instead of the line, we could have here, you're one in a melon. So cute. So anyways, there is my little couple cards, couple 3 cards, all the same idea, but so many different variations, and just bright and beautiful and fun. So I'll glue this down one way or another. I might, even with this one, I think we could still have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes, and that is the not 5. So I love it.